wide yet?
Yeah, I just hit the button. Just hit the button, you know, the classic button.
Oh, thank you very much.
You gotta hit the button. Oh, Benny's in the can. Benny's in the can.
That's cool. Can I see the can? Yeah, I'd like to take a picture of that. That'd be awesome.
You're gonna get the can, man.
Oh, you gotta get the can.
She gonna give you the
That's cooler anyways.
She gonna give you the can. What a hot piece of content this will be.
Because it didn't say underneath, it didn't say like 15 or it was like $11 for the 12 and then for the 20 it was 15.
You ever seen The Lord of the Rings?
Nope. I'm one of those people.
What the hell's the matter with you? Seen Star Wars?
Yes. So you're gonna think I'm crazy. I didn't until the pandemic. Oh, that looks beautiful.
Wow, look at that glass.
Oh, that is gorgeous. I
I'll
love
pour
it.
half of it to keep it in here.
Okay.
Or do you want me to just pour the whole thing?
You do you.
You do you. My favorite expression in life. Oh, believe me, he's gonna drink it. He's drinking it.
Thank you so much.
Damn.
All right. That looks amazing.
Let's read it. What's it say?
So,
This brew is easy going. I saw that part.
you have good eyes.
I'm pretty quick here.
This brew is easygoing as a lazy afternoon under the Florida sun.
Huh?
With its light body and smooth finish,
Yep.
it's perfect for sipping on a sunny day. Bursting with flavor but never overpowering, our Florida ale is a crowd pleaser that's sure to leave you craving another sip. You want to show them?
Benny. There he is on the can.
So cool.
So Jordan just got Benny.
Do you want to try before I go into it?
Got a little swig in here, actually.
Take a look.
I haven't really been drinking.
I know, but you
I'll
can
taste it. Yeah. Tastes like Bud Light or something. Really? Holy.
It tastes like
I guess it tastes like kind of like a.
Sam Adams
Sure.
lager. That's
Yeah,
what it
sure.
tastes
I was just
like.
about to say anything like that.
Boston lager.
Anything with that citrus note.
It's good. No, I don't get
You know, at all, nothing.
No. A tiny bit, like when you first.
But it's
see
not
it.
super hoppy or super barley.
It's not. No.
I more have that summer citrus
It's
kind
more
of
malty
vibe.
than anything.
Is Betsy okay? Yes, Betsy got fixed today. Up to Toyota we went, and back home we came.
go to
And
one on,
now I'm here with
Vineland?
my boy Jordan. No, I go to Claremont
Oh, you go
Toyota.
to Claremont, the only city in Florida with hills.
It's beautiful too. I love it over there.
Claremont.
I liked him over there because my dude was there, and he's gone now. So I don't know why I still go, but just because they've always been nice to me. I'll tell you what, you're gonna be like 2 years. It's gonna be. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get Tesla. I got to.
Are you?
I have to.
Which one? Why?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if I think if I'm gonna do it, I'd rather spend like the extra money. Because my car, when I got,
X?
yeah,
Really? You know it spells out.
I
sexy,
said to
right?
yeah, that's funny.
S3
Oh,
XY.
yeah. So they had in the showroom today the Plaid,
Yeah.
the S.
Oh, you went to the one at Claremont? Yeah, because the
Yeah.
Toyota dealership's
It's
right,
right
next
next
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah, and Costco.
They had the Plaid, the S,
Yeah.
the X, the Y, and a Cybertruck. Here's the thing about the Cybertruck is I had no idea how shoddy the build quality was. Hey, that thing, I did the little thing. I pressed the button, the little back and forth. It
Yeah.
was like, anyway.
I drove one.
Hey, the doors are so sharp that if you, God forbid, ever closed your hand in there, it would take your fingers off.
They're
It
actually-
was sheared metal.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, this car is, and then in it, it's got the carved out Cybertruck logo,
Right.
and it looks so junky.
It does. Yeah.
No, I said no way for 90 grand. And there's these two ladies, elderly ladies, looking at cars, and they asked me, they're like, "Oh, what do you think?" Like, oh, the Cybertruck. I said it's shoddy, right? And they're like, "Yeah, we agree." I said, "Get the Model X." It makes you feel like you got like a, you know, the old SLS Benzes that had the gold wing doors.
Yeah. But you know why I don't like the X?
Love those things. Why?
The doors are cool.
The
way
doors,
they are.
dude, the doors.
I don't like the two handles together. I
Okay.
think that's another thing.
Yeah,
I just
sure.
don't like that. Everything else about it, I like. The
Is-
steering wheel's
yeah.
cool.
The little
You know.
dance it does is so stupid and cheesy, but so just
But
like
to me,
I would love
think
it.
The Y looks, I just
It
like
does.
the way
It's
the
a great
Y
car.
looks better
And you
than-
save so much money.
You save so much money.
Yeah, ultimately, I don't know. Like, I don't want the Plaid, but I would like the one that the S that's around that 600 brake horsepower, because at that point, I mean, you're really, I don't know what your car has. 4? Brake horsepower?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know.
It's got to be 350 to 4.
I'll tell you what though, I mean, for you,
It moves, right? Like, do you ever drive it like that? Does it pick up? Like, it takes off a little bit? Like a rocket.
oh my god.
Yeah, like a rocket,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
0 to 60 in like 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, oh, yeah, fast.
Boom. When you merge onto a highway, once you
It's
drive
game
a
over,
Tesla,
yeah.
you never want to drive.
I know, and that's the
You don't-
part of
and
it
you know
that...
why too? So the thing that I was worried about the most when we test drove it at the Florida Mall
Yeah.
3 years ago, you know, it took us a year and a half before we actually got it.
Sure.
Now I've had it for 2 years. But the thing was, I get motion sickness. Like that's why I don't ride Star Tours. Because,
Me
like,
too.
It like literally makes me.
Me
sick.
too.
So when we test drove it,
Me too.
I was worried because what happens is when you don't. I mean, there's a brake pedal.
Yeah.
But you don't need to use it hardly ever unless you really. So,
Because you take your foot off and it just takes away the
and
power
it-
completely.
Yeah, but then it rotates the other way, so it feeds energy back
Energy
into
in.
the battery.
Yeah, that must be such a weird feeling. You gotta
I
get-
was worried I'd be getting headaches from it. So now I get my Camry.
You can't. It must be
and
so
I'm
weird.
Just like, this is freaking weird.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Sargento. Appreciate you, man.
Sargento cheese.
He's a
in the
good
chat?
man. And my buddy Mike, Diz Dad, you know him, Michael. A lot of good folks in the chat. I like seeing my friends here. Thank you
I
guys.
gotta do a little cheers.
Yeah, cheers to Sargento. Here's he said it before he has to go back
Not
to the control
stinking, my
room.
friend. Cheers. We're
Before
here
he's
at
got to go
Wolfgang
back
Pub.
to the control room, he said.
Drinking a. Oh, he's got. What time is
He's
it?
got to go back to work.
Oh yeah, because it's 4.
Getting there. The
I see that burger.
yeah, the car's badass. They're cool. They're badass cars.
You never want to drive one.
You know what I like about them too is they're so easy to replace. Crash it, get a new one next day.
And you don't have to do anything to it. It doesn't have an engine.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
know,
need
it's
an
so
oil change.
weird.
You mean tire rotation.
I know they have a service department, so I was gonna say something has to get
Yeah.
done to those cars.
But you know what? There's a place called it's like a discounted tire place. They'll actually do tire rotations for free.
Yeah, so you can just do all your.
So you know what I found out? One of my tires got a flat. I was like, what am I gonna do? So I was like, I just called my local place around the corner. They're like, no, we don't service those. They need special machines to be able to lift these and actually replace the tires. So that's a pain in the ass. But so what I found out, when you buy a new Tesla, it comes with foam tires. They're tires that have foam wrapped within them, but you don't have to replace them with that. But if you replace one that's not, then it's going to be weird.
Yeah, weird.
So you got to replace them all with regular tires.
With air tires.
Just regular air tires. Yeah, now these have like a thick.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but they're expensive as hell. They're like 400 for like twice as much as a normal tire.
I got quoted at Toyota today. One free tire at $1,200 for 4. So what's 12? That's 400. Yeah,
So it's
12 divided by the
12
3. Then they gave you one for free. So your tires they're not much more than mine. I always get Michelin's or something, you know. I mean, they're 225s and they're not low profile, but they're not easy to, you know, they're nice race tires, right? Yeah, I don't know. There's an element about the Tesla. I know it'll be like so much different having an electric car. I just want an electric car so bad.
Why do you want it?
I don't want to. I just love to get no gas. I think that's so
the thing,
cool.
Gas is so much easier.
It's cheaper and all that stuff. But even when you go to Disney and like, you know, I told you 60,000 miles on my car, dude, I don't drive.
I can't believe you.
So if I park my thing in the garage, I just get a garage charger. You know, it's like I don't think I'll ever really have to worry about it. It'll get me home every day.
You got your own place, so that's,
It's gonna get me home every day.
It will. It will. It's just well, you never go anywhere.
Ever.
So for you, it would work.
And even if I just did it at Disney and I didn't install the thing in my garage, just every day, and I know it's tough because the chargers aren't always available, which sucks. They are?
Yeah, like you know, like if I have to stop at Wawa or I'm on the turnpike.
I meant
back to
here.
West Palm.
Like while I'm in the park, just plug it in. you know?
Oh, okay. So I found out a trick about that. Anybody who has seen here. So
Yeah, go ahead.
when I first got the Tesla, I was
Yeah.
like, yes, I'm gonna park in the front of the park.
Sure.
Your parking.
But-
anyway.
Yeah.
Luckily they were full. So what I found is that I used to go up and I'd say, roll down the window, people are behind me, so I'm trying to pull over so you don't have to wait.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I said, you guys have any EV chargers available? And they said, no, we don't. they would lie almost every freaking time because they just don't want to call or make
see?
a call. So you know what I did? I'd say, hey, could you do me a favor? Can you make a quick call and ask if you have any? And then
They have to.
I would have like a 40%.
Okay, well that's pretty good because even if you charged it every other day, how many you get 400-mile range? Dude, I don't drive 400 miles in a week.
You know what? If you can charge your car and park in the front,
I would.
yeah, we would, right?
And that's the other reason to just get one. You know, the other thing I thought about is because the Tesla is kind of all the updates, all the integrated shit. I know, but there's I've heard so much about it that I don't like. I look at some of these Priuses at like 30 grand.
Prius is freaking cool.
It
It's a certain
is.
stigma when you
Yeah, I
drive
guess
it.
so. I know, that's thank you.
can't do that to
That is
yourself.
the trouble, is
You
that
can't
there's
do
this
that.
stigma. Yeah, no, the Tesla's
I'm
rad.
driving a Musk.
No, I have to. Yeah, I
gotta
have to.
go. You
I'd
gotta
have
go
to get the
Elon
Tesla.
Musk.
I know, I'd have to. I like that guy. He's gonna bring us to Mars. I gotta support the project.
He's doing everything right.
You saw his interview with Don Lemon?
I saw his interview last night.
Wait, who was it? Oh, you should. If you. Oh, he did. I'll have to watch it when I get home.
It was crazy. They hacked it. They hacked it, and then when you heard Don and Musk talking, it sounded like they didn't have teeth. So they sound like they had a lift like that the whole freaking time. It was so weird.
He's been doing some wild interviews, Trump. He was just in an interview with Aiden Ross last week. Guy's just like a big
So
YouTube
Don
streamer.
Lemon,
Hey, him and Elon and Don Lemon, unbelievable.
really
Called him right out.
nuts.
He's like, no, Don, like you're the one. He's like, you're the corrupt media, and Don's like, no. He's like, I'm here to fight for integrity. He's like, no, you're not. He's like, think about it. You know, think about how you act, like all this stuff. You know, like think about it. You know, come on, Dom. He's like, think about it, Dom. Think about it. He's like, I wouldn't even be doing this interview with you if you weren't on my platform. You know, I'm just doing it for that reason. He's just such a cool dude.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty neat.
He also has a great Mark Rober, who used to work for NASA, and he's like a big time YouTuber. He like went and like was at SpaceX with him, and Elon was telling him about like these certain propulsors that they use, like. And Mark Rober was like, oh, why don't you use them like on the entry rockets as well? And Elon had this beautiful moment. It's like a meme nowadays where he goes, actually, it's a really, really good idea. And it's like the funniest thing. He's so humble when somebody's intelligent, and when you're not, he wants nothing to do with you. Yeah. Food time.
This is serious.
Look at you, man. That thing looks rad.
Wow, that is something.
Yeah, that looks exceptional. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much. Damn, those look good. Thank you.
Anything else I can bring? Oh, God, this
Perfect.
is beautiful.
We're happy. Thank you.
So much. You got to show the stream.
Oh, they saw it the other day. I was just here.
Oh, I know. I didn't see that.
Oh, because I'm saving them all for the gram. I'll show them yours. I'll flip it. I'll flip it, and I'll go in like this. And there you go. There's Jordan's burger. Look at that. You like pickles? Are you a pickle on the burger kind of guy?
Are you a
I am. Yeah. I always do the pickle on the burger. No. I'm good. I'm I'm gonna eat these delicious little pieces of heaven.
So like Parmesan?
Blue cheese truffle.
Oh. All right. Wow. All right. I'm taking the tomato off now. Oh, just the fries just beaming with goodness. Fries are good.
They're pretty tasty. As good as I remembered them.
Oh, man. So what did Jenna think of the burger?
Yeah, rated it, I think, higher than me. We've had a really different kind of palate going. Yeah, no, that's beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
No, that's as nice as it gets right there.
Uh-huh. Wow.
My man, Jersey Johnny, what's up, brother? You might be hitting Wolfgang next week, says Amy. That would be a smart decision. Because this place slaps.
I give this burger
Okay. Let's hear it.
maybe a 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say a 9. You know what's surprising?
Nice leaf lettuce, right?
Oh, yeah.
The jam on there, the marmalade, a little sweetness to it all, meets the cheese, the sharpness of the cheese well. And then the patty, you know, is what it is, right?
Right, juicy.
Yeah. Yours is cooked exceptionally, I can tell you that.
Medium all the way.
Always. Even on my steaks. Some people say it's sacrilege, but whatever.
I can accept that.
Live your life.
Right? It's a messy little fucker.
I like leading people towards the good burgers. All right. Well, if this is a 9, what's the steakhouse burger?
An 8.5. An 8.5.
We'll find you that 10, don't you worry.
You know what shocked me a couple months ago when I went back to Rhode Island?
Mm-hmm.
Burger was unbelievable.
Where?
Alley Pub. I couldn't
I'll
believe
show
it.
you something funny. Speaking of the Brick Alley Pub.
Best burger I've ever had in my life.
There?
Newport. Used to be the Spice Pear.
Oh.
Had the Chandler. Best burger I ever had. I was psyched.
Okay.
That was just
I sent this to all my buddies back home. We're still in this group chat, but I'm watching this SNL sketch the other day.
no way. It was on SNL?
Yeah. This is the beginning of the... Actually, I can just show you the sketch so you can see for yourself. I couldn't send them a screenshot.
Random or what?
So I guess SNL, you know, they always do that. They always show like some outside facade before like a certain sketch. And in this one, yeah, it's the Brick Alley Pub. Same street and everything. Isn't that weird?
That's so weird. That's crazy.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I had to pause. I said, wait a minute.
You remember the fire?
I think that was the Brick Alley Pub. Yeah, up top. Yeah, I miss home.
I'm going back next month. I'm going to see ELO, Jeff Lynne.
Yes, you are. Yep.
It's almost like the cheese is a dress in the burger.
Slaps. So good.
Burgers tasting nice over there?
So good.
Yes, my only compliment or complaint is they need more napkins, so.
I'll take
It's
some.
messy, I gotcha. I'll be right back.
He gave it a 9.
Yeah, I give it
And all
a,
right.
that's a high compliment.
It's a higher rating than his most high-rated burger. So this is the new number 1.
Steakhouse 71 stack.
That only got an 8.5. It's got a 9.
Wow.
It's got a 9 for me.
Okay,
It was
I'm gonna
cooked
go let my chef
beautifully.
know.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially with because it's like an actual wood-burning grill back there, so you know they did like the whole char, yeah. It's really
It's dope. These are just, as always, exceptional.
excellent. Well,
Thank
I
you.
got those napkins, but please let me know if there's
We will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy it.
I stuck to the side.
Good catch. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have wings? Yes.
Oh, they have wings here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got
Sweet chili. So, spot on.
Look at this cheese.
Amen.
Throw that back right on there.
Oh yeah, so decadent. Truffle, blue cheese, bechamel, russet potato. It's like three very simple. Well, bechamel's not an ingredient on its own. Truffle, blue cheese, and russet potato is. So it's maybe 7 ingredients in this thing, and it's just like they all just sing. Every one of them just sings. You like aggressive flavor like that?
I'm a foodie like you.
Okay. I like that.
Favorite food in the world, though?
What is it?
Asian food.
Yeah. What kind?
Oh.
Ramen?
Specifically? Oh, like really good ramen.
Yeah.
Not Toys R Us ramen.
No, I get you.
Thai, Japanese, Korean.
Yeah.
I'll mess with some Vietnamese. Real Chinese food, which we don't have to do.
Yeah. How about God, I'm trying to think of like.
Korean barbecue.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. For me, that's my number 1 Asian food.
Oh yeah, Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue slaps.
Oh, yeah. Thai curries.
There's something so nice about like a kind of like a hoisin, but any kind of teriyaki or umami style beef over white rice crushes.
We need to go to a cheeky side.
Yeah, we should, and we will. I'm with Jordan.
They have better karage there than I had in Japan. Cheeky side.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Better karage than in Japan. I like that.
We tried it so many places. I got it at, so when we were flying back from Thailand, in Haneda, the airport in Japan, we tried 2 different karages. Freaking Toys R Us here.
Wow. That's wild.
I know.
Good for. Have you not been to Takumi Thai? You have? You splurged or you not?
I didn't go, because I don't want to see
Okay.
the preset. Well, same with the Victorian outfit.
Yeah, so you gotta eat what you gotta eat. I feel you on that. No, I feel you on that. I've often felt that, and it's actually a reason why I don't go to certain prefixed at all.
Right.
Because there's always something.
You don't like it,
you
you're
know,
paying.
yeah, that's true.
I don't like that. You should be able to like choose like
Yeah.
between the two.
I'll tell you what though, at Victoria and Albert's, because you know I'm a water guy, right? It's like they have that glacial. You know about this? On the Victoria Albert's menu. Go ahead. Your love's calling. You can take. Go. Run. It's a British thing. I gotta take the call away from the table. Hello, love. Are we doing lunch? Hell yeah, we are. Just let me know where and when. I'd love to do lunch with you. I gotta say, Wolfgang's been the spot. I'm not gonna leave my card here today. Where's my love, Tom? Did she run away again? Ha! If only. I'm here to hang out with Jordan. And to give Emily the pins. Get those in hand. Yum. I don't know if I can eat all these, but I'm going to keep trying. Hit a little bit of a wall.
Alright, so you're talking about some glacier water or something?
Uh-huh.
So where?
Victoria and Albert's,
Okay.
$100, 1,000-year-old glacial water.
Did you get it?
I've never been.
Oh, you never did.
I've always said, if you're like me, right? You're somebody that wants to eat at every Disney restaurant.
I am.
You have to leave that for the last one. You have to. You have to. You have to.
Okay.
You have to. It's like the culmination of everything. It's the World Series. It's that sit down
Right.
experience
It's
of
the grand finale.
yeah, like a proper. And they say
I've done it. I've done it.
I did it.
It's done.
I like Takumi Teia is another one of those. Maybe like second place, Monsieur Paul. Now that
Yes.
they're $200 prefix. There's a
Same
couple
thing.
places.
That's why I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you, man.
You eat.
Yeah. I'll. Let me put it this way. I will eat any of them. What I'll enjoy are clams, crab, and any fish that's extremely fishy. Anchovy, sardine, bluefish.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite.
Super
The only seafood I'll eat is tuna or salmon.
I love tuna.
Sushi style.
I like tuna.
That's the only way I'll
Oh,
do it.
okay. Yeah.
I like the wasabi. Wasabi and the soy sauce.
You like sushi and all that? That's your
Just
jam?
those two. Just those two. And there's a roll at Shiki side.
Smash.
Oh, it's,
I like sushi.
you want some fried?
Oh, dude, this is.
This is ridiculous.
Believe me.
I gotta go wash my.
Believe me when I tell you, this hits like a brick. A brick. Blue cheese and. Please, yeah.
Everything is terrible.
Another round of tasting.
Leonardo, what's up, man? You leave the best comments on this channel. Leonardo's got the best comments. Listen to this remix of MIA. A song that I've listened to like 4 times in the past 24 hours.
You know what song slaps? This one.
I just said that.
Freaking awesome.
MIA remix is dope.
Stones and Eden.
Running when we hear little boys in pumping system. No, I'm not gonna have swagger like us. Your Trump voice?
No, my, what he does, I don't know, I like everything.
Oh, like that's what he's. Oh yeah, he's got these. You know what I've said this year, and I don't know if I didn't realize it in 2016 or what. He does this thing. We'll be talking to 50,000 people.
Yeah.
This is what he does. It kills me. He'll be like, and we all know, and I don't have a great Trump. He'll be like, but we all know that with Crooked Joe, things in the meat industry, they're not as good as they were. Isn't that right, Bob? Who's Bob? He'll point at him and everything. He'll point at this guy, and he'll watch his next speech. He'll do it every time. He picks one random person, and he'll just be like, "Isn't that right, Bob?" And it just makes me go, "Who is that?"
It's the
Whoever's like the meat dude or whatever.
the guy that he's
He knows who's the
promoting.
yeah.
He's that
But it's
is
just-
that right, Bob?
But it's so funny. It's not like he just goes right.
You never see the
And I
person
thought to
there.
myself, you know what that is probably? It's like, it's this genius little thing that he has to make you as the individual feel so special because you got called out, but also make other people say, "Ooh, maybe one day he'd do that to me."
Right.
Very, very
Psychological,
smart
yeah.
in his own crazy, stupid way. 'Cause believe me, as much as I praise him, he's
See, that's the thing
not
people don't
super.
get.
He doesn't have the best brain.
You gotta get that in there. You know,
Yeah, that dude. He's
You
got
want
that.
that
Yeah.
for your
Oh, there you go. That's
You
pretty.
want that for your
That's pretty
president?
good.
I don't think so.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I never really nailed him down. I mean, some people I can smash, right? You know, so for me, I got some impressions in the can. Have you ever heard my Christopher Walken doing the Haunted Mansion?
I don't think I have.
Welcome, first models to the Haunted Mansion. I'm your host, your ghost host. Here in this room, you'll find portraits of some of our guests as they appeared in their corruptible mortal states. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back. Wow. You got to do the not turning back now. Not turning back. Wow. Yeah, you got to do that or else it's not.
That's funny.
Yeah. Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding. Yeah, no, I've got a lot of impressions in the can.
I'm okay.
Go ahead, take it. We don't. Thank you, sir. Al Pacino. You like Pacino? But you never seen Lord of the Rings, so my favorite impression's not going to hit on you. Well, there's a scene. I do Samwise. You know Samwise, Frodo? You know any of them? You don't know anything about it. Nothing. You don't know anything about it.
Not really. I just know that Christopher Lee was in it. Because he's my favorite villain of all time.
Oh, here, I'll do it. I've never done this. It's going to be flat and dry. This is for the stream, too. This will be, I'll switch it to Al Pacino as Darth Vader. You ready?
Okay.
It's not going to have the thing, though. I'd have to work on that, but I'll do this famous speech for you. This is fresh. I've never done this. First, you got to get into the zone, which is you, me, I, we, all together. Yes, sir. Okay, here we go. Luke, Obi-Wan never told you about your father, did he? He told me. Enough. He told me you killed him. No, sir. No, sir. Luke, I am your father. That's my Pacino.
It's almost a little Bill Cosby.
No, Cosby'd be more like a, yeah, he's got more of that. Yeah, Cosby's a good impression. The Keenan does good. I always just do Jello pudding. The Jello pudding. Theo! I am your father and I will kill you. That's what he used to say to him. Hey, Norm's got the best bit about Cosby, ever. I don't know how. Luckily, we're not in Animal Kingdom around anybody that's listening to me, so, and I don't care for my side of YouTube. But he has this thing about Cosby where he's like,
Who's this?
Norm MacDonald.
Oh,
Norm MacDonald used to do SNL Weekend Update and stuff. But he's got some of the best Bill Cosby stories you've ever heard in your life. Because he was like his hero. I'm not doing them. I'm not doing them on the stream. I'll wait till it's over and I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Hey, crazy. Cosby stuff like you wouldn't believe. The funniest Cosby stuff you've ever heard.
Who's your favorite comedian of all time?
I saw Chappelle.
Did you
2005
know
Mohegan Sun.
when he was great? I love him.
So I have a very high bar.
Yeah.
I think pound for pound, the funniest guy that ever lived is probably Don Rickles.
I almost saw him. I bought tickets. I think I told you this. I bought tickets.
Yeah.
And he died.
Yeah, I think pound for, yeah, that sucks.
I was pissed. I was pissed. If I could go back, though, if I were to choose, Rickles would be one, Dangerfield would be one.
Oh, Rodney was crazy,
and
yeah.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
George Carlin wasn't necessarily the funniest guy, but he spoke with that.
He was more, he was quick
Yeah, he was quick.
in a whole different way.
Quick-witted, yeah. He was
Hey, big brain.
yeah. I love when he said, you know, all you heard about was jumpstart, and no child left behind, no child left behind, jumpstart, left behind. Somebody's losing country ground. Things like that.
Observationally,
Yeah,
genius.
yeah. Great.
Well, I've always felt that way about him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's tough. I think for a long time it was Chappelle, but I think that, I don't know.
He's not as funny as
Rickles is like,
Rickles.
he was
called him Mr. Obnoxious, right? That was his nickname, Mr. Obnoxious.
hey, he's such a powerhouse and he's so fast.
Let me tell you this.
Hey, he's so fast.
Over here. She looks like she just dipped her head in
Yeah.
the cheese dip.
Yeah. Hey, Baskin Robbins called. Yeah, they said now they only got 30 flavors or whatever. They only got one flavor because you ate them out of the other 30. They're like, hey, why don't you go to Alaska? And Norm used to say his favorite Rickles lines would be like, hey, he was shooting this movie called Dirty Work where Don Rickles was in it, and he got Chris Farley. It was his last movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he looked over at Farley, and he was like, and it was just improv. And he was like, hey, why don't you go to Alaska and sit on a whale? He's like, I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about.
What was cool though was the 70s and the 80s. That group of people. Like I saw Ronald Reagan. He went to like some hotel in Boston, and he had Dean Martin next to him, and he had Frank Sinatra. And
A different era.
I mean,
Yep.
that era of people was so they were so cool. people, and they just didn't care. But you know,
Different breed.
They were totally different breed.
Yeah.
But you know, Dean Martin's up there, and he says, "Where do you see yourself there?" And he said, "Oh, somewhere between New Hampshire and Rhode Island." And then he says, "Well, so why are you here in a more liberal state?" This and that. And then Dean Martin says, he just takes a microphone from Ronald Reagan. And he says, "I don't think that's any of your damn business." I mean, you don't get that anymore.
No
You know?
way. No, Frank.
That was awesome.
Frank was like unbelievable.
Frank and Dean. Dean was funny. He was
The drunkard of the two.
Well, you know, he didn't really drink.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. His persona was always so
apple
drunk.
juice in his,
Yeah,
in his glass.
that's crazy. I
Apple
don't-
juice, yeah. But,
What a showman then.
yeah.
I
Foster
always thought he was
Brooks.
hammered. He was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Rickles has a great
Did
story.
you ever watch the Dean Martin roast celebrity?
Yeah.
So good.
Friars Club.
Yeah.
That's where Rickles, some of his best stuff
Yeah.
ever was.
Well, they could get away with anything. Back
All the
then.
stuff he said, I can't even say any of it. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
I
it was
know.
off the hook.
You know what the thing was? Nobody got offended back then.
Not by him.
No.
He was just.
He was the only one who could
He was
make
the
fun
guy
of
that did that
Sinatra.
stuff. Oh yeah, so the funniest Frank story, the funniest Rickles story ever is, so Rickles is at a restaurant, walks in, sees Frank. He's on a hot date with this woman. So gets up to go use the bathroom, goes over to Frank and says, "Frank, I'm here with this girl. I want you to come over, say hi to me. Really going to impress her, all that stuff." Frank says, "For you, Don, no problem." So Rickles goes back to the table. 20 minutes later, Sinatra gets up, comes over to Rickles' table. Hey, he says, "Hey, Don, just wanted to come over and say hi." Rickles looks at him and goes, "Frank, what are you doing? Can't you see I'm on a date? Get out of here." What? They said Rickles said, he said later that night, he was going to leave. Frank's guys take him, threw him in the fountain.
He was the only one that could make fun of Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Without
He was on Frank's
death.
deathbed, sitting there with him. There's who Frank wanted there.
Frank died in 98.
Yep.
Sad day. Sad day. We're never to have people like that.
God, he was amazing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The whole Rat Pack. Man, these were good. I can't eat anymore. I'm toast.
I'm done.
I hit a wall.
Oh, I have to drink. To me, this is the coolest picture that's ever been taken. Find it. Oh yeah, here we go.
Wow. Look how young he looks.
Right out, crazy, huh? So cool. It's another one with those two. Legends.
It was, trying to think of more of these Rickles stories, like from Sinatra. I know he was on Letterman. Rickles was old at this point,
Yeah.
but Sinatra had just kind of died. He was on his deathbed pretty much, and like Letterman was like, "So Don, you ever get a chance to see Frank? You know, this and that." He was like, "Oh yeah, I was with him all last week in the hospital. It mostly consists of me holding his hand, going, 'I'm not Barbara.'" His fucking wife. On his deathbed, making fun of him. Unbelievable. I wish I had. That's the friends you want. My friends will be doing that on my deathbed. Yeah, that's what you need.
That's what
Like I did 2 best man speeches, both of them. Hey, the jokes I had in there were murders,
Yeah.
murderers,
Yeah.
murderers. My buddy Matt, hey, yum.
Also have
If-
lots of dinner drinks just in case.
If only.
Guys, let me know if you need
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My buddy Matt getting married to this girl down at behind Fort Adams. It's like the Colonel's house. I don't know what the hell it is. It's really pretty. It's this house that's up on the hill.
Powerhouse?
Yes,
Yeah, the yellow one.
the yellow one.
Yeah.
My buddy got married there.
Oh yeah.
The girl's dad
Yeah.
ran the Newport Tennis Hall of Fame. Ran it. Oh, she was Emily Sullivan. I don't know if her father's name was Sullivan, but he had property.
Middletown?
No, they're Tiverton people because she went to my high school. But he had Like in Salve Regina, like one of the only pieces of property. Like he lived on campus.
My dad probably knows you. He was like, yeah.
My dad was a fisherman.
No, but
He didn't wasn't. He might know. Like my grandpa was more in the good Newport standing, and my dad he was in the. He was.
I told your
My
last
dad
name,
spent
and
some
he's
time.
like, that name sounds
No, my grandpa was a lieutenant on the fire department forever. Newport Fire Department. That's how everybody knows my last name in Newport.
How old was your grandfather? Like, what year?
When he died, oh God, I don't know. That's a great question. My grandpa was probably born in 35, something like that.
Okay, yeah. So mine was 28.
Yeah.
But so my grandfather was the only one originally from Newport. He
Okay.
went through the Great Hurricane
Sure.
of 38.
Whoa.
So what happened was he
That's
died
cool.
like back in 2016. He was delivering newspapers for his mom because his father hated his mom. So he took care of his mom, his great grandmother. Anyways, he's delivering papers. Back then they didn't have like warnings, but the old firehouse, that's near the Hebrew cemetery and it's like a
Yeah, it's at the
little
corner.
firehouse. Yeah, in the corner there.
That's where he was the lieutenant.
That's it. He was okay.
That
okay.
station.
So he's riding his bike, and they said, "Get up here! There's a hurricane coming," because they could see it from the top. So
Oh,
he
snap.
sent the hurricane
In there?
Yeah.
I know that firehouse well, dude.
Brick.
No, literally, that was my grandpa's
That's
firehouse.
crazy.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
such a small world.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So he's getting married to this girl, like big, fancy family, Guy was fancy, ran the Newport Tide, we're at the Eisenhower house. And my buddy had a lot of dumb quotes. He was a dumb kid. He said a lot of dumb shit. I love him to death. Still do, always will. But I was like, which of these can I use in like a playful way, Because I still want to take a shot at him. I want to give that best man speech because that's the kind of friends that I want around.
Right.
I want somebody to to do it the right way.
Sure.
So one of the things we had like back in the day, I remember I said in the speech, I was like, Matt's a really kind of wholesome guy. He doesn't really think about people more than himself. And the reason I know this is because we were all sitting around one day talking about what we would do with $1 billion. A lot of us said things like mansions and yachts and trips around the world. And when we got to Matt, without hesitation, he said, I'd send my mother and sister Vienna on vacation so I could have the house to myself. Crushed. The whole place, because they knew Matt, and he had a lot of those moments, right? Like we had these twins on the baseball team. Twins. They were twins. We couldn't get dip back in the day because we were 17.
Right.
He looks at one of them, like we're all in the practice room, all of us. He goes, hey, Dan. He had a kind of country, I don't know where the fucking country accent came from. We're in Tiverton, Rhode Island. But he had a country accent.
Yeah.
He would be like, he'd go, Dan, can you give me some dip? And he'd go, no, I'm not 18. Hey, he looks at his identical twin brother, goes, hey, how about you, Dave? Well, like Matt, they're twins. If one's not old enough, the other one, okay, I got you. He was the man, though. I mean, best drinker I was ever around, most wholesome guy, kissing the fucking manager at Dave & Buster's and stuff, like kissing him. Hey, he was so much, at the Providence Place Mall. Had so much fun with that kid.
Yeah.
He was a tank. Could drink like a fish. And all my friends we've always had that bond. Like, there was things I did that like I got beat up on, and so when I look at like relationships like a Rickles and a Sinatra, like those are the kind of things I love. Long term, like real brotherhood, it's beautiful. Where you can pick on the other person and take it, and it's the best.
Like you can't pick on your friends.
No point. No. Oh, we still do to this day, 1,000 miles away from each other, all the time.
Really?
Jimmy has not missed a single year. No. Yeah.
Disney too?
They come to Disney, they do the Disney thing, yeah. Well,
That's cool.
every time they come down, like with families or whatever.
You feel like you don't need to go back because everybody wants to come here anyway. They want to come to Disney or winter time.
Yeah, dude, like I want to go home, but I don't know. It's tough for me. It's
probably only have to fill up your tank like 3 times to get back.
oh my, yeah, easy. No worries. I wish.
Take this out of the way for you.
Thank you.
Any discounts I should get?
Annual passes, yeah, we got that.
Out here.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean? I want to help. Oh, we're gonna.
No, it's fine.
Let's just split it then. Let's split it. You took me to the cheesesteak the other day.
Alright, whatever you want.
Yeah, let's throw it down. Split this thing, bro. I want to split it. I was gonna take you, but you're so damn fast about it, dude. Because Sargento threw in on the goal too, you know.
Alright. He's still probably doing some producing right now.
He's working hard as always.
He's working.
Somebody's got him. Somebody's got to be out here grinding it away.
So we got another storm coming. Or a gas storm.
These stories aren't boring. These are great stories.
Saying this story.
Oh, I always got some troll.
Oh. They not? They haven't heard. Trolls haven't heard. Maelstrom's extinct.
Ain't no trolls here, not no more. Now it's on. Now it's a snow guy, snow dude. You know him? What's his name? Abominable Snow Guy. I love that ride.
Oh, I love Maelstrom.
I love them both.
I got a Maelstrom pin. I sent it. Oh yeah, you gotta get some pins, man.
I'm gonna.
You've got thing you gotta do.
Hey, she said she's a little late. I had a feeling.
okay.
All good. I'm cool.
I have a great joke for you, but I gotta wait for
I like that. I like good jokes.
I got a guy in my company. He just calls me and tells me jokes. He's a Jordan.
Really?
Yeah, he just calls me and just tells me jokes. He said, "That's it. All right, talk to you later. Bye."
Like street jokes?
Just stupid, freaking, very inappropriate jokes.
Okay.
Usually pretty sexual.
I like a good street joke.
Yeah. Quick, short,
Yeah.
snappy.
Sure. Word of mouth jokes.
By the way, our waitress,
Madison.
Madison.
Madison on a stormy. The OG Wolfgang puck crew. Ah, you wish. Don't we all? How about her? She's weird.
Thank you very much.
All right? That whole thing? That was crazy. That was Stormy Daniels thing. King Cohen. Michael Cohen, what a joke. What? What the hell did we get? No, was it damage? I was gonna say. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. Oh, that was
Splitter.
split it.
Splitter like a piece of wood, dude. I just rubbed my nose. Yeah, you're the man. Come on. You the man. Oh, this was good.
So we gotta.
We're gonna walk around and get some pins
I
and
wanna do studios and trade.
we can.
They got that fat book. What do you think of Thursday? Usually do Thursdays, right? I got like the next 9 days off. I was gonna go back to Rhode Island. I'm like, I don't feel like traveling. I just want to hang out at Disney. Thursdays.
Well, let's do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I don't care. Do them both days. I got to trade.
I do too. I got a hankering.
This is one of my jams. We're on a path to nowhere. Talking Heads.
Okay.
Yeah. I just know the beat sometimes.
Right, best concert you ever went to?
Oh, it was Dave and Tim at Radio City 2007. It's Dave Matthews and Tim
Dave
Reynolds.
Matthews.
So here's the thing, right? Is even if you don't know about the guy, he's behind the Grateful Dead and a few other people. Now in this Taylor Swift era, things have changed. But at one point, Dave was the highest grossing touring act that had ever lived. Has a cult following like the Grateful Dead.
Right.
At one point, the highest Billboard sales for tickets.
Kind of split it
In
down a bit.
in that same year, people like Elton, the Rolling Stones were touring. He's a beast of a guy. Has the best live band that you could ever imagine. I've seen 42 shows, and I've seen Metallica, the Beach Boys.
Right.
I saw Lil Wayne.
Right.
I've seen such a gambit of music. The Folk Festival. I've seen such a gambit of music. Dave is off the chain.
Yeah.
He hadn't done an acoustic album since 1996. At Radio City, The two guys. I'll show you.
Would you consider Dave Matthews a fan?
Oh, they are the jam band.
Yeah.
I've never seen jam. I saw a 28-minute song from them once. On record, it's like 7 minutes.
Right, they just kept
28 minutes. It just never stopped. And I've heard regular 14, 15-minute jams.
The best band I think I ever saw, and the reason I would say this is because, you know when you go see a band and they kind of change up the song and it doesn't sound like on this
Which I hate.
album? I don't like it. I like it to
Sound exactly
like it.
Me too.
The Police, 2007,
Sure.
second row TD Garden, right there.
I like that.
Freaking Stuart Copeland, I think the drummer came out of the freaking rise.
Come on.
360 drums.
Come on.
Everything.
That's cool.
And insane. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madison.
Have a nice time. Yeah. Have a good shift.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
I
s-
used to pick up around 8
Well, yeah, we'll see you the next time.
Yeah, like I said, enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Which one's your influencers?
Thanks.
You gave us.
How do you know?
And then the other best show I ever had
Mm-hmm.
was in Disneyland's Hyperion Theater,
Mm-hmm.
and it was
I know you're a Curb Your Enthusiasm fan, so
Huge.
we have to tip in concert. We have to
oh,
tip in
oh.
concert. We've got to tip in concert. Wait. You tip in concert.
I was
We
gonna,
tip in concert.
I was gonna do
In concert. Yeah, that's exactly right. But we got to tip in concert. I know you all know that reference. Some
Oh,
people have no
absolutely.
idea.
Oh, I
I say
know
it and they go, "What the hell does that mean?" I say,
Then
I
he
say,
asked, then who was he with? Was he with Jerry?
no, he was with. No, you're right. It was Alan, Jason Alexander.
Oh, Jason Alexander.
Yeah. It was Jason Alexander, and you got to tip in. You got to tip in concert. I don't tip in concert. You have to tip in concert.
My favorite episode, though, my favorite episode is the chef when he has the barcode and that was so at
Crazy.
the end. Oh,
I got to rewatch the show so
Oh,
bad
so
just
good.
to get it like word for word. Like I know so many
good.
other things like Game of Thrones and shit, dude. I've seen 7 times or something. I need to just watch Curb back.
She's beautiful. She's funny. She's really smart. I don't care about that.
Pretty good.
Now, so Hyperion Theater,
Tell me.
Disneyland,
Yeah.
Yamaha's 100th anniversary of music.
Okay.
Starts off with a 65-piece orchestra.
Wow.
Timpani, harp, you name it.
Yep.
Curtain lifts, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Huh.
So, it
Yeah,
was Earth,
come on.
It was
Nothing
Earth,
wrong with
Wind,
that.
and Fire, Elton John,
Oh my god.
Shaka Khan,
Ooh.
I know, weird, right? Toto,
Oh.
Michael McDonald.
Wow. Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Yo-Yo Ma. There's like 4. Oh, Natalie Cole, and Sinbad was the MC. He's a funny dude. Sinbad's funny.
Sinbad. That's your lady? That's your lady? I just do that. That's your lady?
Funny as heck.
That's your lady right there? That's your lady?
He was funny as hell. But yeah, when we do you remember the Sunset Music Festival at the Yachting Center they used to have every year in summertime? It was called the Sunset Music Festival, and they would have all sorts of great acts. They had Peter Frampton was there. They had
Really?
reggae band.
Yeah, sure.
But we leased them a piano. We rented a piano. It was Martin Short. And Martin
Nice.
Short freaking
One of my favorites.
steps on the keys,
Yep.
and steps on the piano.
No, he's still like, come on, man. That's a rental. He could buy a couple.
Like
He can replace it.
that's Daddy's piano.
He can replace it. Yeah, he can replace it.
He did a great Catherine Hepburn.
Oh, he's off the hook. Oh, he's Catherine Hayes. He's the best. Yeah, he's got the best Catherine Hepburn impression that ever existed. Yeah. Also, Lucille Ball. He does a crazy, funny, like Lucille at the end of her life kind of
Who's your
impression.
favorite old actor from like the golden age? See, that's a tough one. For me, Angela Lansbury is my girl.
Okay, so what I like about somebody like Lansbury is she was the original Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
So yeah, bonus points there for sure. Yeah, I mean obviously as Mrs. Potts.
Yep. Bed knobs.
Obviously Bedknobs, and then obviously Murder She Wrote. I was about to say Dr. Quinn, but that was the other lady. I don't know, dude. I gotta be honest with you. I think probably the greatest actor or actress that ever lived is probably like a Meryl Streep or a Daniel Day-Lewis. Pound for pound, but I don't know.
I'm gonna go with
Like
best
about old.
actress.
Sure. Yeah,
Betty
sure.
Davis.
Meryl's such a. I don't know.
Betty
I've never seen her in anything bad.
Meryl
Like, Sophie's
Streep's
Choice
great,
is
but
such a
I'm
crazy
but
movie.
I'm talking old school. I'm
I know. I
talking
don't know.
like
I don't know.
80s.
Judy Garland, I guess, for me.
Garland was great.
I love Judy. She's so hopped up on all that crazy
Did you see
stuff.
Did you see the thing that everybody's talking about now?
Uh-uh.
It's a big thing. Back in The Wizard of Oz, and the scene when they like fire scarecrow, you know, and then she goes away on the roof of
Yeah.
that barn.
Okay.
And they start, see the wizard?
What
There's
happened?
actually a munchkin that hung himself on set.
I've heard the rumor of it. Yeah, so it's
and
in
you can only see
the
it, like,
OG kind of cuts.
right.
Yeah.
Right. And like there's only like one VH.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that little old rumor. I've heard all the crazy stories about
So
that
you know
movie.
what pin I want more than any pin that exists? And look out for it. I'll freaking pay you.
Okay,
for it.
tell me.
Fucking Blazer Us and everything.
Let's go.
I want the great movie ride piece of history.
With her?
With the Wicked Witch. Have you seen it? Have you ever seen it? In
No.
person? That's gonna be hard to find. There's only one on eBay. It's $150.
Reasonable price, at least.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, God, that was the first A1 animatronic.
That was such a good one.
It was the first one.
It's actually a piece of that animatronic.
Yeah, and now that thing turned into red, I believe. I think the A100 animatronic that was the Wicked Witch got turned into red.
On Pirates?
Now listen, I don't know where that comes from, but there's something in my brain and all the Disney shit that I've watched that there's something screams that to me.
I miss the old Pirates. Shit, Chicago, my dear. Show them the awkward side.
Oh my God, dude, there's so much that's changed about that ride too. Oh, it was only a countdown till Tom Sawyer, right?
Yeah, well, honestly, I'm
What's
okay
more
with it.
problematic
I don't really
than
care
that?
about Tom Sawyer's Island.
I was like, you think Song of the South was bad,
Yeah.
but we got this thing.
Yeah, exactly. But Rivers of America will be missed.
Yeah.
Aesthetic beauty, what makes
Yeah.
Disney rich and unique.
Yep, no doubt.
That's, I mean, why do you put a snowy mountain peak in the middle of Frontierland? Then you're going to be sitting in Haunted Mansion being like, what the hell is going on?
I know they ruined that too with Rapunzel's tower and stuff. The minute that went up, you could see that from her. You know, you can see Rapunzel's tower from the queue.
right,
It started to ruin all that. Remember when they painted the tower that color because of the sightline in Morocco? That's how much Disney used to care about shit like that.
Yeah.
They painted an entire
so
ride
Tower of
one
Terror
color
would
because of one 10-degree angle of the
yeah,
World
yeah.
Showcase.
Yeah.
And nowadays it's this,
Yeah.
where you can see Batu's little stupid things from the road.
bad.
No, we've. All I know is if that's the standard, you know, Universal's gonna crush it
they're
with
gonna
this new
crush
park.
They're going to crush.
This new park, it's gonna
Look
crush.
how slow it is this summer. This is no joke.
I know you said that to her, but I was around a lot this summer, and I had days where I felt like I was getting smashed. Jiminy Glick, that's right, is Martin Short's. I watch 3-hour Jiminy Glick compilations all the time. One of my favorite, I don't know, characters that ever existed. That how you know, he's very like this, but then he gets very high like that. I just, oh my, kills me when you're like, so what have you ever seen the one where he has Mel Brooks on? You know you love Mel Brooks, I'm sure. Hey, he's got Mel Brooks, and he goes, and they're having like a 15 minutes into the interview. He goes, so Mel, what do you have against the Nazis, Mel? Hey, Mel dies. He goes, he's like got that. He's like, me? What do I have against the Nazis?
I love Mel Brooks.
He's like, because they're always going on about Mel Brooks. He hates the
Remember
Nazis.
when he
This is so funny. It
Okay,
kills me.
So I have a friend that is just like Martin Short. His name is his last name is Scott.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's from Portsmouth, and he literally had the exact same personality. And we were
That would be so cool to hang out with somebody like that.
Oh, freaking hilarious.
He's so talented too. All right, walk time. Let's get some walk on. Get this food walked off. I'm just gonna wrap it up with you guys. Thanks for coming along, me and Jordan. This guy's got a 9. He found a 9.
It's a 9.
We'll see you tomorrow. There'll be more adventures, longer adventures. I had a long day today between driving Toyota and everything else that goes on in my life. So, bye. Have a good night. Thanks again to Sargento. Appreciate y'all.